Hello everybody and welcome to a particularly windy but beautiful day in Long Beach Marina. It's actually a perfect time for the celebration of my book, Call Me Anorexic, The Ballad of a Thin Man. And I want to thank everybody who so far has bought the book and everybody who's either making their way through it at this point. And it's very, very difficult for a writer to get people to buy into their vision, to make them understand what they're trying to do with a book. And so thank you for just sharing my world. Now, obviously, some people think the book is just about anorexia and they feel, okay, just give the guy a cheeseburger and end the book on page 5. But really, the book is about universal themes that have been taught through literature for years and years and years. The search for identity, love, family, and just the understanding of the meaning of life. And it should resonate with everybody. Now, that said, let me tell you why I believe in this book. I was 19. I've alluded to this in posts before. I was 19 and I studied with Richard Price, the writer of Clockers and Wanderers. I went on to write The Color of Money. And at that time, I knew nothing about life. I basically knew the Green Bay Packers, the St. Louis Cardinals, and Bruce Springsteen, and being ignored by girls. So I couldn't write stories about Born to Run. And I ended up writing just terrible, terrible stories that bored all the fellow peers in the classroom. And at one point, about 5 stories in, Price looked at me, and he's in the middle of the class, he said, "Ken, stop, enough. I want to live, and you're killing me with boredom here. You're just killing me. What you need to do is change your entire mindset." And I thought, okay, I'll just withdraw. I'm done. And he said, "No, that's not the point." He said, "The reason I'm bored is because you're bored. You don't believe in your stories. You don't believe in these characters. And you have to change the way you approach these. You need to go home and you need to sweat blood. You need to believe in the stories and tell stories that mean to you, because they will connect to an audience. You don't want to just write words and together. That anybody can put words together. A writer connects with people. And the thing is, he just tossed the paper at me and he said, "Go home, search your soul, and make stories that, not sentimental stories. Anybody can make anyone cry. Write stories that matter and really can change the way people think about life." And that's what makes a writer. And I went home, wrote a story about my friends and I going to 42nd Street and seeing all the pimps and the hookers and all this sordid, obscene world. And I realized, okay, we were kids in a bubble, and my story was about us being outsiders and in this world we knew nothing about, and we were really just trying to figure out what a dirty, ugly, and sometimes beautiful world is. And I wrote the story and I brought it in, and he looked at me and he said, "Okay, now you are moving to be the writer you are hopefully meant to be." He said, "That fake F. Scott Fitzgerald, the fake Nathaniel Hawthorne guy, he's dead. You need to follow this voice. It's funny, it's profane, it's who you are. This is your voice, follow it. And if you write like this, people will follow you." And ultimately, I brought that voice to my music criticism throughout the years, and it's not in a look at me kind of way. I believed in the music I was writing about, and I believe in this book. And I think you will connect to this. And It's very, very difficult to get people to pay for something that you create, but I think, let's face it, a Big Mac costs $5. This book on ebook costs $5, and it will not give you diarrhea. And if you buy the paperback, you can read it and kill cockroaches with it. It's 400 pages, so it'll kill a lot of cockroaches. I just can't, obviously, whatever you think about the book, I want you to go online, go to Amazon, go to wherever, social media, if you like it, if you feel menza, you know, I want you to just spread the word. Whatever you feel, the worst thing about it being a writer is to be ignored. And if you go on Amazon, the more reviews, whether good or bad, that's what drives people to read and connect with books. So there's no big marketing campaign behind this book. I just need word of mouth and people spreading the word, share the links, because I believe in this book, and I believe if you read it, you will believe in it too. And I just want to thank everybody for buying the book and for just all the support you've given me after I told my story, and now as I tell this story, which really has nothing to do with my life, but is meaningful nonetheless, and something I think the world should read. Okay, thank you once again, and I hope everybody has the kind of beautiful days that we have out here. I appreciate it.